What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Front Page Podcast. I'm Blake.
And I'm Ryan.
And we're actually getting this done on Wednesday. We're actually going to get it up on Wednesday. We're not a day late this time. So
Yeah! Woo, woo, woo.
that's good progress.
Progress! Communism's the only way. Woo, woo, woo!
Yeah! Progress.
Woo.
Alright, so like I said, we got 3 news stories. We were possibly going to do 4, but then the 4th news story that we were thinking about using, just happened. Not enough information. So we might cover it on Friday's episode. All depends on what we do Friday, because we literally don't come up with what we're going to do until, we're just about to do it. We were thinking about making a video about Donald Trump, and then I'm like, oh, well, looking at his website, the only stances that he has is his stance on immigration reform. And we already know what his stance is. Build a wall. And no.
No. Yep. Great Wall of America.
Oh, God. Only on the southern border, because, Canadians are good people, but the Mexicans are all murderers and rapists and stuff. Donald Trump's words, not mine.
Definitely, he's the right man for the job.
Oh, yeah, totally.
But anyways, let's get on to the news stories.
Yeah, let's get on to our first news story. Yesterday we were talking about the United States government, and they're talking about cannabis, and now this time we got the United Kingdom's government, and they're talking about cannabis. There was a petition on their petition.parliament.uk website making the production, sale, and use of cannabis legal. It generated, at the time of the recording, about 200,000 signatures of the 100,000 needed. 100,000 to get it into Parliament.
Everybody loves weed.
Oh yeah. Everybody loves weed. I mean, it's weed. Weed's weed. And then their government responded to the petition saying, and I quote, "Substantial scientific evidence shows cannabis is a harmful drug that can damage human health. There are no plans to legalize cannabis as it would not address the harm to individuals and communities," end quote. Well, what's up with the governments being behind the times on marijuana legalization?
Devil's lettuce. The devil's lettuce.
I mean, it's like scientific evidence shows cannabis is a harmful drug that can damage human health. What the fuck?
Who's doing your fucking research, huh? Donald fucking Trump?
I think Donald Trump might even be behind marijuana. As stupid as he is.
Donald Trump's a fucking moron.
I mean, I was reading the Reddit comments about it because I found this on Reddit. That's how I browsed Reddit to try to find some of these news stories, and I saw as the top rated comment that the last person that they had for whatever division it is, I can't remember off the top of my head, they fired him for saying that marijuana was safe. That's messed up. Straight up fired him.
That's just messed up.
I mean, it shows in the petition here, legalizing marijuana could bring in 900 million pounds in taxes every year, save 400 million pounds on policing cannabis, and create over 10,000 new jobs. So not only do you create over 10,000 new jobs, you save 400 million pounds, and you add 900 million pounds in taxes every year. So you add about $1 billion in taxes overall. That's 1.3 billion pounds.
Yeah.
The 400 million saved and the 900 million in taxes. And the thing is what evidence do they have showing that marijuana is a harmful drug? This isn't the 1950s.
Yeah,
this is 2015. I mean,
people are gonna do it regardless, so why don't you just make it legal?
Yeah, I mean, not only legalizing marijuana would save money on policing it, but your crime rate will go down. You know why? Because you're not throwing people in jail for smoking a harmful plant, a plant that, if anything, improves your health.
I can agree there.
They're behind the times. I mean, we were just praising the United States government for being behind the times. I mean, they're still kind of behind the times. It's not legalized on a federal level, but holy shit, the UK government on its stance of marijuana is stuck in the 1950s.
They don't get it, man. Everyone likes pot. They don't get it.
I mean, there's no scientific evidence from any time soon from unbiased studies showing that marijuana is harmful and can damage human health. I mean, we just had the United States government yesterday saying that it can kill cancer cells.
That's pretty fucked.
So clearly the UK government doesn't pay attention to the news. They won't even have to do their own scientific studies. Just look at the fucking news.
I mean, they live on their own fucking island, so
Yeah, you would think that this is something that China would come out and say. Not supposedly a first world country that's so advanced and ahead of the
well,
times. They're stuck in the 1950s when it comes to marijuana.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
that's true. That's true.
go ahead.
I just said that's true. That's true.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the United States government is still behind the times, but at least they're admitting some stuff. At least they're admitting, hey, we've been wrong in a few places. Maybe we should legalize it.
Yeah, I only see benefits to legalizing it.
Yeah, you save so much money, add so much more money in taxes. Yeah, but before we go on a huge rant about marijuana, we already did that yesterday, so let's move on to the next news story. And yesterday, just as we got done with our episode yesterday, a Nazi treasure train was found, supposedly found, although it's been confirmed taking a look at the article, a Nazi treasure train was found in Poland with, like, tons of gold on it. I mean, I think that's pretty cool. I mean, not what the Nazis did, but finding the
There's
train.
just all the art that was stolen, that Nazis stole, and
Yeah, and burned.
wealth, and
Yeah.
like all like the jewels and stuff. Like, there's still bound to be like shitloads of that stuff left. Like, I know, I heard about, I think it was a few years ago, about a apartment they found with like
Mhm.
all these like top notch paintings and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
they were like originals and worth like
Millions.
thousands.
Yeah.
I think a couple of them were worth like $1 million or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that we're starting to find these stuff that the Nazis stole. I mean,
Yeah.
uh, like I said, it's just good that we're finding it because it would have really sucked to lose that much.
Yeah, just return it to its rightful owners.
Yeah.
You know?
All the art should go back to a gallery or something.
Yeah, wherever it was taken from.
Yeah.
It's good though.
Yeah, it's good because, you know, like I said, what the Nazis did weren't a good thing. It's good that they're finding some of the stuff that they stole.
Yeah. I mean, next story then, I guess?
Yeah, let's go to the next story. The next story that we got, and probably is going to be the last story that we got for you today, is the first UN privacy chief saying that the world needs a Geneva Convention type law to safeguard internet data and combat the threat of digital, like mass digital surveillance. And I actually think that's a pretty good idea. I mean, what we got going on here in the United States, the NSA, man, that, in my opinion, that's just been a huge waste of money, and it's unconstitutional.
It is. It's the NSA is not a good idea.
No, and,
Like,
and the thing is alright, it's one thing if we're spying on our citizens, we still shouldn't be doing that, but we're using the NSA to spy on citizens of other countries, too.
mhm.
I mean, it's one thing if you're a terrorist, they're like a threat as a terrorist, like you've been deemed by like a high court of being like a terrorist threat, like you've been talking on like, you know, like social media and stuff about how you're gonna kill the president or something with like multiple times you're gonna kill the president, and it's been deemed that you're a threat to being a terrorist. That's one thing. That's what surveillance is for. But surveillance on just average Jim Bob, and hello NSA, you probably hear me right now. That's not a good thing. I mean, there's no point. It's a huge waste of money.
Like, it's not right to spy on people.
Yeah,
You know, like, they don't really have a right to.
yeah.
Oh, it's for the greater good, but I mean,
I
wasting money.
I saw a report. I don't know how accurate this is, and then I don't remember how long ago it was, but I saw something basically saying along the lines of the NSA really hasn't stopped any crime. It's just been a huge waste of money. And the thing is there's all the Republicans in this country. They're like, "Oh, thanks Obama for the NSA surveillance." You dumbasses! George Bush implemented the Patriot Act.
Mm-hmm.
What's in the Patriot Act, and we really haven't expanded it. Like obviously, we've expanded the NSA, but we haven't really altered it that much to change anything. The Patriot Act is basically giving the NSA the authority to do whatever the fuck they want to do.
Hmm.
in the name of the greater good. And then that's bullshit. That is just straight bullshit.
Yeah, like I don't like George Bush. I think he did a bad job.
I mean, I'm indifferent. I was way too young at the time. I mean, I was 8 when Obama was elected, so I really have no memory of what George Bush has done, but he doesn't really sound like he was that good of a president. I mean,
Yeah, I'm
the
just looking back on it though. Like
yeah,
I don't think he was very good.
yeah, I mean, you got to hand it to him. There wasn't another 9/11. At
Hmm.
least there wasn't another 9/11. I mean, I don't think that the invasion of the Middle East was a good idea because it's pretty much the only reason why we have ISIS right now.
Yeah, man, it's
And
just
conveniently, Republicans in this country forget that, hey, it was George Bush that, you know, that started pulling the troops out, and Obama just said, "Yep, I'm going to continue doing that. I'm going to continue what Bush started." That's basically all Obama's done in his term, except implement a few new things. Is I'm just going to continue what Bush did. He continued the Bush era tax cuts. He continued the Patriot Act. He continued the spying of our citizens.
mm,
When you take a look at Obama's presidency, and I'm not saying Obama was a bad or good president. It's just he's done a lot of Me Too, Me Too, Me Too things.
yeah.
Bush era tax cuts, the spying of our citizens, pulling our troops out.
Mm.
I mean, obviously, not every president's going to be able to do exactly what they wanted, but I don't see why Republicans hate him so much. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
continued a whole bunch of Bush shit. I mean, and we take a look at Donald Trump, and I was talking about him a little bit earlier in the show, but we take a look at Donald Trump, the front runner of the Republican Party, and to my knowledge, he still thinks Obama wasn't born in this fucking country. I mean, like, he's giving you the birth certificate, he's giving us his damn social security number,
Yeah, like
and we still think he was born in Kenya?
nope.
And then they're all like, oh, well, he's a Muslim. So what if he's a fucking Muslim?
Yeah,
Does that
exactly.
even matter? Well, you'd be pissed if an atheist was president. You'd be pissed if anyone but a fucking Christian was president. I mean, the thing is what does it matter if he's a Muslim?
Yeah,
What
exactly.
does
Like
it
I mean,
matter if he was born in Kenya? Ted Cruz can run for president. He was born in fucking Canada. You know why he can run for president? Because one of his parents was an American citizen. If
mhm.
Obama was born in Kenya, let's just exercise that thought for a second. I believe his mother was a United States citizen, so it does not fucking matter.
Yeah, exactly.
If Ted Cruz can run for president, Obama can be president. But the thing is the Republicans, they're just brushing that under the rug like, shh, don't bring up the fact that Ted Cruz was born in Canada. We'll look like hypocrites. We'll look like a
Yeah,
bunch of fucking hypocrites.
yeah. That's messed up.
Although the thing is Ted Cruz is so backwards and so freaking like Tea Party that
Hmm.
who would even think he came out of Canada?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you
The Tea
take a look
Party
at
just messed up.
oh my god, the Tea Party, they're fucked. I mean, they're just this huge uber mega right wing freaking. I have no idea why anyone thinks that they're a good idea. I mean, they want to build a wall. They want to get rid of the fucking IRS. They want to get rid of the fucking IRS. What the fuck? Get rid of the IRS? I mean, I do agree we need some tax reform in this country, but just completely eliminate the IRS?
Yeah, no taxes. I mean,
Let businesses get away with, putting their money in offshore bank accounts even more?
yeah,
Let them get away with getting refunds even more? I mean, the IRS, in my opinion, still doesn't do a good enough job, but you can't just get rid of them.
mhm.
What, you guys are pissed from like 2 years ago when it maybe might have been found out that maybe the IRS might have been targeting conservative like conservative businesses, and it was found out that that was completely wrong. They're still holding on to that? Like, come on, it's over with. You're wrong. Like, on fucking everything.
It just seems like the conservatives want to go backwards, and
Well, the thing is they completely do. You take a look at the Republican Party, and they pretty much all want to build a fucking wall. I mean, it's all like, oh, we need to step forward by building a wall, and I'm like, what? If anything, we need to start moving towards a unification of the whole fucking planet. Because the thing is we're gonna get so fucking advanced that we'll need to do it eventually. I'm not saying like, oh, the
Hmm.
world's under one ruler. I'm saying like the continents need to establish a ruler. Europe establishes a ruler. Asia establishes a ruler. Australia can stay Australia, although the island nations near there would come in. Africa, they get one ruler. Kind of like a United States setup, where the countries still exist,
Hmm.
but they all vote on one leader of the continent. I mean,
Yeah.
and building a wall, that's not a good idea. And the thing is you take a look at the Republican Party, and they're all like, "Oh, we need to build a wall," and I'm like, "All right, you want to build a wall only on the southern side? What about the Canadian border?
Yeah.
Do you just
Yeah.
hate Mexicans, or
Maybe
do you hate Canadians too? You know,
what's stopping
Canadians
us and our
defect here.
beavers to swim across the lake?
I mean, the thing is you take a look at the border between the United States and Canada, and all it is just a freaking mowed down strip. There isn't even a fence there.
Hmm.
And they're talking about like, oh, we need to secure the border. Why don't you start by putting a fence along Canada if you really want to
Yeah, exactly.
really take control of our border? I mean, we have no freaking marker of the border with Canada except like a strip of mowed down grass and trees.
Yeah.
And
I
you
mean,
talk about the Mexican border needs the most securing. I mean, it does to some extent. I guess maybe needs securing, but a wall isn't how you do it.
because I mean, there already are tunnels and stuff dug underneath
Yeah,
the border, going into like buildings and stuff,
yeah,
or on American soil.
yeah, and that's the kind of stuff you crack down on. You don't build a wall. I mean, the thing is they can still climb over a wall. They can still dig under a wall. A wall ain't gonna stop shit. All it's gonna do is make us look like North Korea.
Just gonna stop the initial runners.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is those people who just completely just run across the border, they get caught anyways. The people who get over are the ones that get through tunnels or the ones that swim over, and you aren't gonna stop those people with at least a wall, unless you want to completely wall in the coast around the whole United States. Surprised
Yeah.
that they haven't talked about that yet.
Wall in the whole United States.
Oh my god. Except the Canadian border.
That'd be such an expensive project. It'd be such a waste of money
Yeah,
too.
I mean, the thing is how can you be fiscally conservative and say let's build a wall? How can you be fiscally conservative and say let's spend trillions in the Middle East on pointless wars? That's not conservative whatsoever. That is a waste of money. A wall is a waste of money. The wars in the Middle East that stopped jack shit and caused more problems, that's a waste of money. I mean, the thing is we overthrew a government and we didn't expect there to be any ramifications from it. We just expected everything to go back to normal minus Saddam.
Hmm.
Like, no, you just destabilized an entire region and you pissed off a whole bunch of people. And the thing is that's exactly why we have ISIS, because they're sitting there and they're saying to their people, wow, look at the United States, they can't let us be. We need to step up. We need to take arms. We need to take it to the United States. We need to stop them from invading our area.
Hmm.
I mean,
All
that's
right.
that's exactly how they have support.
I think we should cut this off because it's turned into a
Yeah,
massive rant. But
yeah. But we got an episode done. We talked about some news stories.
yeah, I thought that was pretty successful.
Yeah. Yeah, we actually got it done on Wednesday for a change.
Some of you dinks didn't feel like putting your favorite kind of pizza in the comments, but that's all right.
Yeah, I mean, we were thinking about doing a video about pizza, but you fuckheads wouldn't put in the comments section what your favorite pizza was. So, you know what? Do it again. Put your favorite pizza in the comments section. We want to know your favorite pizza. We want to maybe buy you guys some pizza if we maybe hit 1,000 subscribers. We might maybe buy
What?
someone a pizza.
Okay, someone a pizza.
Someone a pizza.
Not everybody pizza, because I mean, if we buy everybody a pizza,
I mean, if they live in the area, we might have a pizza party. You know, you could have a pizza party. I could have a pizza party. You know, like
pizza party.
put it up on YouTube, call each other on Skype, have the pizza party.
Yeah, dog.
I
Favorite
mean,
kind of pizza and favorite pizza place.
oh yeah,
So
pizza place is
gotta make
important
it
too.
different too, you know. Got
Yeah.
like that Pizza Hut, Domino's,
Yeah.
Pizza. I don't know where you live, Papa John's, a smaller pizza place.
Yeah. And you know what? While we're talking about things to comment down in the comment section below, talk about who your favorite presidential candidate, or in Ryan's case, because you know those damn communist Canadians are having their election soon. Who you want to win the Canadian election? If you don't care, just talk about one or the other. I mean, don't argue about this shit in the comment section, because no, that's not worth it. We do the arguing, you do the listening. We're the ones that argue this stuff. No need for you guys to argue about it. But yeah, I mean, I guess this is the point in the episode where we tell you guys to subscribe to the channel, like the video, like us on Facebook.
Yeah.
Pay attention for our video on Friday, because it might be good. It might not be good. I mean, it's a video. We might have pizza for it. We might even have pizza for it.
Pizza, pizza, pizza.
Yeah,
See
thank
ya.
you guys for watching this episode of the Front Page Podcast.